This challenge...
It was good.
Do you know what it reminded me of?
Go on.
The bleep test, actually.
Oh, yeah.
We spoke about the bleep test last week.
Oh, yeah,
the running
with
thing,
the
with the intervals. Thing. Because actually, in this situation, the balls became the intervals. And as they introduced more balls... But they actually they looked like bulls, didn't they? They were like bulls.
Ooh.
You know, the French game where you roll things. They were those, where they sprayed silver. They've always got water inside them, haven't they?
Have they?
Yeah.
Do you know so much about
I
this?
used to have a set of balls when I was a kid.
Oh, I see. No, they had that in Bedford.
Very sophisticated there. Yeah, so you had to like roll the balls down that track, right? But you kind of like set your own pace by dropping them. You had to make sure that when you introduced a new ball, you could get back in time.
In enough time, because you had to catch the ball at the bottom.
Yeah, it was a good... Do you know what?
It was good.
There were some really good moments in this comp.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
When Sophie was on the edge of dropping the ball.
And she caught it.
Twice
That was so good. That was so good. And halfway through, Sophie took her top off, which was an emotional moment. And Dan went out first, didn't he? That was a sweet moment,
so
wasn't it?
Whenever Dan gets eliminated, I'm so happy about it.
And then he's like sitting there, just like looking over his shoulder at Matt. It's like, you need to do it.
And you kind of felt that Chad, given his state, was not going to succeed in this competition, but he really, really broke through the pain. I don't know how many fucking painkillers Big Brother gave him, but it definitely was not safe for Chad to even be in that competition.
I was thinking on BBUK, they would never, would they?
No.
Health and safety.
Absolutely not.
And couldn't you do yourself like a permanent lifetime injury doing that shit?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's not good to run with an injury.
No. It's quite...
Learn up downstairs.
Dubious, actually. Mind you, it's his choice, I suppose. What they're going to do, they ain't going to change the task at the last minute,
No, of course not. Absolutely not. And they can't. Like, it's all pre-prepared months in advance, isn't it?
Yeah. Just ask Trevor Boris.
Dan was eliminated. Sophie had 2 close calls, which were really, really exciting. Yeah. And then Chad beat Matt at the end.
Oh my God, I couldn't believe it.
Dan fucked up proper, like really, really badly, because he dropped the 2 balls really close together.
Yeah,
so there's no way he'd get back in between them.
That was it.
And the whole point, I think the key to success in this task was counting how long it takes one ball to get to from the top to the bottom during the first round, because they gradually introduced extra balls in each new balls please in each round, didn't they?
But you're not telling me Chad did that counting. He said,
he can't count, he can't read, and I can't write, so I don't know how he did it.
What the fuck? How did Chad do it?
I do not know how he did it. Pure determination?
Yeah,
I think no idea.
He must have just been like, I've got to do this for Sophie, and just didn't.
To
me, that was his winning moment. That was when he won the game.
For me, I suppose for me as well.
I don't think... That's what my villagers say when I give him a present.
I don't think it makes him a deserving winner necessarily, because I don't think he made very good decisions in the game throughout the whole thing.
I'll say. It's an understatement.
Based on what they said in the last episode, Chad and Sophie had 4 victories in a row. Dan and Matt should not even have been in the final.
No, they should have been gone 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But Chad didn't grasp that, and he kept wanting to put his trust in Dan, even though Sophie wanted to turn the tables. He wasn't having it. So I just feel like Chad was really clueless.
You had your chance, yeah.
Yeah, and I know, like, okay, because of the public vote, it becomes a popularity contest, and he's obviously the most popular. But I just part of me felt, my initial gut reaction when Chad won, bearing in mind I'm a Sophie voter, was that actually Dan deserves it better than more than Chad does.
You sound like Jack. He was just saying Dan deserves it, Dan deserves it. Well, Dan has played a good game, he's just unlikable.
My boyfriend, he wanted Dan to win as well, and he wanted to vote for him, but for some reason when I was trying to refresh the voting page I couldn't get it to work, so he didn't get to cast that vote.
Thank God.
But there was just this moment where I was like, Chad has been so stupid.
Yeah.
He's ignored all the signs that he was like on the outs. Like, he should have turned the tables when he had the power. He didn't.
He's felt arse backwards into it, is what you're trying to say.
Absolutely. He did not deserve to win. And I felt like Dan dominated the competitions and made the moves he needed to make in a better way than Chad did.
But Gaz, this is the problem with the strategic game, and then it turns into a public vote.
Yeah, I suppose.
What is one supposed to think as a member of the voting public?
What does one do?
Yeah, are we meant to vote on who we like? Are we meant to vote on who's played the best game.
up
Sonny
to your
didn't even put the numbers up. Like,
They didn't even. Yeah, at the end of this episode, they did not even tell you to go and vote.
so what are we supposed to do? I need Ted to tell me what I should be thinking, what I should be doing. I can't be making that decision on my own. Can't be saying that either. So then Chad had the afternoon to think about what he was going to do. What you going to do?
Sorry, but I've written Sophie's game hinges on Chad's bad ankle, and I've written a potential title: "Get my good ankle."
Get my good...
Because Chad's a model and you need a good angle.
Oh, got you. Oh, I like it. A bit too much thinking time involved there. Did you see my... I had such a good title for if Matt had gone and we're done one that night.
Did you?
Broken Heel. Because Chad's heel and Broken Heel.
Yeah. That's not bad.
Too late. It's so annoying when you think of one on the night that don't count.
These
it's
titles that end up on the cutting room floor.
God. All those titles that could have been and never were. Quite sad, really.
And then when you need one, you haven't got one.
Oh, we're struggling for days.
It's been a struggle this series.
We've been on the struggle bus non-stop.
Chad said to Sophie, "We're in."
We're in, mate.
Big Brother said to Chad, the victory walk of the wounded, when he came to the diary room. Chad wishes he could tell his dad that he just won that challenge and got to the final of Big Brother. He used to watch Big Brother with his dad, and this is such perfect storyline in I've written.
Yep.
And then Big Brother, out of nowhere, has Chad's mum on the phone.
And then he was going, I've been doing this whole thing for my mum. Sonia said, you've been doing the whole thing for your mum on the finale. I was like, no, I thought it was all for his dad. Get your story straight. It's like, what the fuck?
Do you remember what his mum's bought Chaddy, when he comes home?
No.
Sticky date puddings.
Oh. That sounds horrible.
I think it sounds nice, like a sticky toffee pudding.
He goes, I made it to the top 3, Ma. What is all this phoning people? It's Big Brother. Why are you phoning people's mums?
The diary room's supposed to become like a fucking phone box, isn't it?
Public phone box. Yeah. Probably stinks of wee as well. That's not okay.
Banjo was house trained, actually, however you know.
No, I'm sure it was. Hold on, I got shit before this. I wanted to see Dan and Matt turn on each other, but they didn't really, did they?
No.
They were just like, we're not going to scramble. We won't put pressure on you, Chad. You do whatever's best for you. I've put, this is no good. I want to see these two cry. And I want to see them more gutted about the fact that a lame guy beat them. Like, that is quite embarrassing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then Chad was crying into his pillow in pain. Do you remember that? That was just before he talked to his mum.
No.
Yeah, he was lying in bed and crying. He was in so much pain.
Oh, no, I don't
He was
remember
like
that.
almost like biting his pillow. He was like in so much agony.
I've got a question. Did Matt actually win a challenge? Did he win that box one? That was it.
He did win one, I think. Yeah.
He fucking.
That was when Xavier quit.
He strategied that guy with the shirts you like out of it. Do you like his shirts?
Jack does, yeah. He does have nice
Shane.
shirts.
Is it Shane?
Xavier. I don't like Shane's
Shane
shirts.
Ritchie.
Shane's shirts are terrible.
No, Shane. He just tricked Shane out of it, didn't
Okay, right.
In the box comp.
I don't like Shane's shirts. Don't start spreading them around.
My dad likes Shane shirts.
There you go.
Shane shirts.
Shane
Shoe shorts on the seashore.
Big Brother said to Chad, you should be proud of yourself. You played an amazing game. Did you already say that?
No.
Yeah. And then, what's this? Sample Dan joke. Oh, I've written here about him being funny. I came in with nothing and I'm leaving with a belly full of almonds. That was my sample.
Did you notice Matt laugh at that and then his face turned stone?
Did it?
Yeah, because he was like it was a fake laugh.
Yeah.
He laughs something to people like that.
Yeah. I thought Chad tossed a coin about who to vote for at this point, but he was just throwing his ring in the air.
Oh, he was acting like perhaps he was undecided about what he was going to do. It looked like that to me.
And then, this is the eviction bit now.
Chad said to Sophie, we need to talk about them two. Sophie wants Chad to make the decision that feels right for him. Sophie said that Dan is obviously a very funny guy. This is that bit. And Matt has snapped a few times, they said. And they wondered, would Matt be perceived as that guy that had a short temper? We did not see that from Matt, really, did we? Even though we don't think he's a particularly nice guy. We never needed to see him snap to deduce that.
We saw him sulking.
Yeah, we did see him sulk. Why have I written Dan's definitely more deserving?
Because he
and
is.
Dan is always the centre of attention. Is that what they said?
I don't know.
Do you make a decision on who you can beat or being a bro? That's what Sophie said in the diary room. Dan hopes that Chad feels Matt is the bigger threat. You say Sonia. You got Sonia already.
I've got Sonia's nipple seams I've written here on that silvery dress. One, yeah. Little seams going up her nipples. And I've also put Sophie scrubs up very well for eviction.
Oh, she always scrubs up good.
It's so different.
It's the makeup.
I mean, she's
a good
obviously very
contourer.
She's very attractive either way, but God, she looks so different when she puts makeup on. I feel like I'm one of those people who just, with or without makeup, I don't look that much different. But some people look really fucking different when they've got makeup on.
Is it better to look really different or not?
Well, it depends if you've just had a one-night stand with someone and you wake up in the morning like, It's probably better not to look different, no. Because if you wake up, you're like, ooh, what the fuck?
They'll leap out of the bed. Chad said, my heart is saying Dan, but my head is saying Matt. But I wasn't sure if he meant to evict or to keep.
Oh, yeah. And Sophie said, you've got to choose, you've got to make a decision on who you can beat. Duh!
No, but it's good Sophie's telling Chad this, because he might not realise it.
No.
He's not a very clever guy.
That's a good point.
Do you know that Chad was never nominated and therefore never sat on the blue sofa on the lounge, as they would say?
I'm not surprised he wasn't nominated. He would bother. But now look where it's got you. And then Sonia said... So I've got Sonia here now.
Okay.
She said to Matt, do you think you and Dan are going to be split at the final hurdle? Well, he's not going to nominate Sophie, is he?
Obviously not.
It's just a stupid question.
That whole eviction room was kind of pointless. And I noticed that Dan and Matt were sat together and Sophie was sat the other side of the sofa. I was like, I'm not part of this.
Yeah. And Sonia said, is it right that it's between Matt and Dan? Well, yeah, it's right, because Chad won.
Of course it is.
Dan said, we've always had respect for each other, about him and Matt said, my mission was to make Broken Hill proud. And then Matt said, whoever goes home is a compliment because they're a threat to win.
Oh, okay. Take it that way if you want to, Matt.
That's what he's telling himself. Yeah. And I've put, consider yourself complimented. And then Chad hobbled to the DR and Dan said, I think I'm in trouble here. Do you remember? He said that,
did he?
Yeah, the eviction chairs. And Chad went, I wish to evict... ...
Why they did not just make Chad stand up and do it face to face in this room, I do not know.
Just dumb as hell. So then Matt got evicted. You just given up.
I haven't got any more notes.
Matt, why have I written so much?
I don't know.
Matt got evicted. I put Dan deserves it more, but I don't want him to win. He kept Dan because he took it better when Sophie returned. That was his reasoning.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I put that's not a good reason.
You know what? Matt should have stroked that dog. Perhaps he would have escaped eviction.
Yeah. And then it was the wrap up of the show where there was all the fireworks in the back garden. And I thought it's weird that they're leaving now. And for 3 months, you would not know if you'd actually won.
But you didn't actually see them leave the house. You saw them in the garden and they did a drone shot. Kind of wanted to see them exit the house.
It kind of reminded me of when Tim was in the garden and the fireworks going off. But that was 10 billion times better. Because that was the actual finale. It's just
he was in the garden and the fireworks went off. What, did he get interviewed inside the house? I haven't seen that film.
Oh, shit.
I know he was.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
God, yeah. I can't remember where he got interviewed, but he was in the garden and he was walking around the garden going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It was really...
I like those moments
really
where
moving.
there's just one person left in the house and they're just there to take it in.
It was really emotional. So I put Chad needs a champagne pouring lesson. Dan was kissing Sophie on top of the head, which I didn't like. And I've put, this is a weird ending.
It was a weird ending, but it made me hungry for the finale in a way. I was just those firecrackers. I was like, oh yeah, this looks like a final, but it's not a final. No. So I kind of need to be there tomorrow live to have the taste of it being a real final. And
me and Gaz both got up at 10:30 a.m. to watch.
I set an alarm at 10 and I crawled out of bed at 10:40 maybe.
I was up.
Out of bed. Trying to get my stream to load, and would it load?
Switched it on, no sound. No one can get hold of, who the fuck is it, BMX?
Yeah.
I've been trying to, someone in the comments, I've been trying to get hold of him, he's asleep. It's get up and sort the shit out. But yeah, and then I just thought, fuck this, and I went back to bed. And you had a dodgy old stream, didn't you?
I streamed on 7 Plus with a VPN, and it kind of stabilised for a bit, and then at the key part where it was the announcement, it started to jump around all over the place.
Oh, that's not good. So you got ruined, did it?
No, not so much, because I felt like the final, there wasn't much to speak of anyway. The thing for me that was missing from the final was the finalists.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't there. They were kept in a green room, then they were brought out on a stage. They didn't
Yeah.
have any comment about what had happened in the house.
Yeah.
They got about 2 lines of
They didn't get an
speech
interview at
each.
the end. Well,
No interview.
Chad had to get his mum